That flashing check engine light on your dashboard is not just a suggestion to slow down, it is a clear warning that your car has actually cut off the fuel to one of your cylinders to save itself from a total meltdown. When you see a code P0363, it means a misfire was detected and the fueling has been disabled, which is a very common sight on European cars like a BMW or a Mini or even some Mazdas and Fords. The powertrain control module is constantly monitoring the crankshaft and camshaft position sensors to make sure every explosion in the engine is happening at the exact microsecond it should. If it detects a misfire that is bad enough to melt your expensive catalytic converter, the computer will take the drastic step of shutting off the ground pulse to the fuel injector for that specific cylinder to stop the flow of raw gas. This code is severe because while the computer is trying to protect the exhaust system, your engine is going to run incredibly rough and choppy, especially when you are trying to accelerate. You will definitely feel a loss of power, and the shaking might even be felt through the steering wheel. The most common causes are simple things like a worn-out spark plug or a faulty ignition coil, but it could also be caused by moisture or oil leaking into the spark plug holes, which shorts out the electrical current. When you are troubleshooting this, you should always start by checking for any cylinder-specific misfire codes from P0301 to P0312 to see which one is the actual culprit. A classic pro tip is to swap the ignition coil or the spark plug from the misfiring cylinder over to a good one and see if the misfire follows the part. If the misfire moves to the new cylinder, you know exactly what part is broken, but if it stays in the same spot, you might have a deeper mechanical issue. Just remember that once the computer disables the fuel, you will not see a pulse at the injector until you clear the codes and restart the system, so do not let that confuse you during your testing. Replacing your spark plugs in full sets and keeping your ignition system dry is the best way to prevent these codes and keep your engine purring like it should.